Francis William Groves and the Okanagan Valley. Welcome to the beautiful Okanagan Valley, famous for its orchards, vineyards, golf courses, and beaches. Did you know that the Okanagan Valley is actually a semi-arid desert? In fact, the Okanagan has Canada's only desert climate. Have you ever wondered then how orchardists can grow such delicious fruit? And where does our drinking water come from? Back in the late 1800s, settlers of European descent saw the potential of growing fruit in the region because of the long, hot growing season. But they realized the lack of water was going to be a challenge. Therefore, the first orchardists developed land near creeks, ponds, and lakes, in addition to digging ditches to catch rainwater and spring runoff. With the increase in settlement and the expansion of orchards, it was not long before the water collected in the ditches was no longer meeting their needs. Another solution for collecting and distributing water was needed. The answer to the Okanagan water problems came in the form of civil engineer and surveyor Francis William Groves. Born November 15, 1867, in County Armagh, Ireland, Francis William Groves studied civil engineering at the Royal College of Science in Dublin. Groves immigrated to Canada in March of 1893, landing in Halifax, where he then boarded a train for Sicamous. In 1897, Groves was commissioned as a land surveyor in the province of British Columbia. While moving about the province completing short contracts, Groves met and married Eva Isabel James in 1898 while working in Rossland. In 1907, Francis and Eva moved to Okanagan Centre and later to Kelowna, where they lived with their three sons, Godfrey, John, and Edward, at 409 Park Avenue. Their home is now listed on the Kelowna Heritage Register and is an example of early arts and crafts construction. While in the Okanagan, Mr. Groves was first employed by the Maddock brothers to survey and install an irrigation system to serve 2,000 acres subdivided into 10 and 20 acre lots to be sold for apple orchards. Later, Groves was hired by the South Kelowna Land Corporation for an extensive irrigation project in Kelowna. During World War I, Groves was acting district engineer for the BC provincial government. Then, following the war, Groves opened a private practice as consulting engineer and land surveyor. Currently on display at the Laurel Packing House Museum in Kelowna are the transit, plumb bob, compass, and an assortment of other surveying equipment used by Mr. Groves for his life work, providing the Okanagan Valley with a supply of fresh water. During his career, he was responsible for much of the land surveying for municipalities, irrigation districts, private land developers, and even the Kelowna Golf Course. In addition, Groves designed, constructed drainage and irrigation systems, as well as dams and reservoirs throughout the Okanagan Valley, and as far as Grand Forks. Sometimes he would access his more remote projects by horseback and snowshoes. Francis William Groves died in 1948, only 1 year after he retired. However, his legacy is still visible in our community, with a monument in his honor at Carey Park, commemorating his work in the area, and in the form of street signs in the Pandosy neighborhood. Many of the original wooden and cement flumes are still present in the valley, offering residents with a convenient recreation pathway through forest canyons. They also offer glimpses of our agricultural past. Thanks in part to the life work of Francis William Groves, the Okanagan Valley has blossomed into an agricultural and recreation paradise. From our fruit orchards of apples, peaches, cherries, and more, to our garden nurseries, vineyards, golf courses, beaches, and mountains, Okanagan Valley residents and visitors have much to enjoy.